So today I'm going to show you how to create an SSH key pair to allow you to communicate with your GitHub account and successfully work with your GitHub repos without having to worry about generating a personal access token, which GitHub has started requiring on the command line in lieu of usernames and passwords. The process is 3 steps. It's fairly straightforward. We're going to start by going to my GitHub edu repo. On the list of scripts down toward the bottom of the README, there is a line here that says GitHub SSH key generator one-liner. It's a mouthful, but basically this is a script that I wrote that will generate the SSH key pair for you, set up your config files so that you're talking to GitHub using those keys, and then will output the public half of the key so that you can copy and paste it into your GitHub account, and then you're off to the races. So I'm going to copy this. If you hover over it, you get the little icon here. If you click the icon, it actually copies this to your clipboard. And I'm going to open up my terminal. And right from my terminal, I'm just going to hit paste, and I'm going to hit enter. And that's it. So under the hood, this just generated a key, an SSH key pair. The private half remains on your computer, and the public half is this string here. And you just need to copy it. Go into your GitHub account. So I'm just going to go to github.com the way you would. And in the top right-hand corner, you're going to see whatever your avatar is. In my case, it's my picture. I hit the drop down and I go to settings. And inside of settings, I click on SSH and GPG keys. And under SSH keys, I hit new SSH key. And I'm going to title it something, not CUNY. Yeah, CUNY Laptop 2022. Because that is the name of the computer that I generated this key on. And I hit paste, and there's my key. And I hit add SSH key. And that's it. So now I just have to be mindful going forward that whenever I clone a repo out of my account, or I do something where I'm making a new repo, when I go to clone it, and I will use my data wrapper exercise repo as an example, I hit the code button here, and it gives me these 3 choices, right? I have the GitHub CLI, which we're not worried about, HTTPS, which you may be familiar with, but using this method will not use the keys that we just generated. And then there's the SSH method. So that's the one I'm going to choose, and I'm just going to copy this. And then if I go back into my terminal, I can just, I'll go into my sites directory like I always do, git clone, just like before, and I hit paste, just like before. It's just that instead of it starting with HTTPS, it starts with this git at github.com. I hit enter, and clones. That's it. And now anything I do in this repo, so data wrapper exercise 2021, all my git commands, git add or git commit, they all work the same as they did before. There's no change there. And when I do git push, which actually takes the changes that are on my computer and sends them to GitHub, it will do so using those SSH keys. So this is it. You're done. You should be able to work no problem. We're just going to double check. Touch. We're going to call this does my key work ? Nope, no question marks in file names. I do that. I see that file's there. If I do git status, I see that my new file exists. I'm going to add it. I'm going to commit it. And then I'm going to push it. It pushed successfully using my new keys. If I go back into my repo and I refresh, there it is. It's that simple.